Hi, welcome back to my journey, my 31-day journey, my Sober October, hashtag Sober October. I'm not drinking for 31 days, I'm not smoking pot for 31 days, and I am gonna document the whole thing. I have a previous video kind of explaining the whole thing. This one is talking about triggers that I'm finding, or habits that I have cultivated in my brain. I have started finding little things throughout my day that give me little tinges of anxiety because I would be getting stoned beforehand, typically. There are these little habits that I have formed, like, for example, I came home today from being out taking care of some chores, which I would have been stoned for already, but I came home now to take a nap because I'm a little sleepy, and I would get stoned before that. I would smoke pot before taking a nap. It would help me, I assume, take a nap because it relaxes me, and I'd put on some music and I would lay down and I would sleep for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, and it would help me relax into that mode. There are lots of things throughout my day that I would normally be like, I'd take my vape pen out and I'd take a little puff, and I would walk into the grocery store, I'd take my vape pen out and I'd take a little puff, and I would do the dishes, or I would take my vape pen out and I would do a little puff and I'll watch a movie. There are so many little things that I would normally do first before doing something else. It's like I would have this to do in order to do this. And that was smoking pot in order to eat food, or smoking pot in order to enjoy a concert, which I'm doing later tonight. I'm going to go see the band Chick Chick Chick, which is actually ! But they go by Chick Chick Chick. But if you're going to look it up, which I think you should, it's a great band, you would type in 3 exclamation points in succession, and that would be the band name. They're playing at the Crocodile at 8 o'clock, and concerts are notorious for having a beer or getting stoned. I can guarantee you that 3/4 of the audience will have smoked pot or will be inebriated on some form of THC at this concert. I can almost guarantee it. Not to mention drinking, which is a milestone I've already blasted through for a couple of years now with my dry Januaries. But smoking pot, this is new. And a concert is prime territory for wanting to get stoned before. I want to get stoned before a concert, especially like a indie dance pop band like Chick Chick Chick, where it's just gonna be, you want to melt your brain a little bit before you go into that zone. And that's a trigger. That's a trigger, and it's also a milestone to get to and to blow past, because what I'm finding is that as long as I remember that these are just moments, little bitty moments in my day where I'm like, what do? I want to be stoned. I blow past them. I just I sweep them away, and I say, you know what? It's fine. You're fine. You're gonna be able to take a nap without smoking pot. If it's not today, it will be another day coming up soon, because you're gonna destroy these little tiny habits that you've built into your day that you are the one who created these for yourself. You are in control of them. So if you're not obeying your habits, of course your body's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You need to do this. This is what you do before you do this thing. You should do that. So of course it drills up a little anxiety inside. I'm gonna pretend that this is my anxiety line. It happens right here. It's this, the stomach into the heart, everything just kind of blends together into a beam of anxiety. Just a little one. Each time I run into one of these moments in my day that I just need to remember are just moments. They're just little bitty little seconds in my overall journey, which is gonna make me better as a human and as a better Jeff. I'm gonna be a better Jeff. And that's exciting. I'm excited for that. So if you're kind of facing the same thing, whether it's with pot or cigarettes or alcohol or whatever it is, that these habits that you rely on that may be a crutch, it's okay to feel anxious about it. I'm learning it's okay to feel anxious because that's what I did. I built that anxiety into my body But because I'm in control of that and I'm in control of those anxieties, I built them myself, I can dismantle them. They can be squashed down just as they were built back up. And it's almost easier to tear it down than it is to build it. It's easier to just not as opposed to do it, you know. It's easier to say no as it is to say yes. So that's my important thought today. It's my thought of the day. It's okay. It's okay to have moments. It's okay to be scared to do something because you're used to doing it one way. And now you have to do it another way. That's okay. You should feel a little anxious or a little scared about that because it's different. And that's just your human physiology doing its thing. But what's greater is getting past it. What feels better than succumbing is getting past it. It's finding that victory for yourself, that victory over yourself. You're only battling your previous self, your past person. You're battling, I'm battling Jeff from the last 12 years. And Jeff from the last 12 years, at this point in my mind, is weak as hell. This is the new Jeff, and he's stronger than the old one. And that's important to remember. That this is all worth it. And it will be worth it. Even when I smoke pot again after this 31 days. This will all be worth it. And that hit off of a vape pen outside of a bar some night is gonna be that much more fun and that much more worth it. And there's nothing wrong with smoking pot. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with smoking a little pot. What I'm doing is I'm taking away these very strong habits that I built for myself that essentially are crutches that I rely on to push down the things that scare me, which is mostly just achieving goals. Achieving goals scares me so I can get stoned and I don't have to achieve the goals, and that way my fear kind of subsides. That's important to remember, that all that I was doing is stopping myself from achieving my goals because it's scary to get to the end of that. It's scary to see the end coming, and what if it's the wrong end? What if you chose the wrong ending? It doesn't matter. The point is you have a plan and you're gonna make it. This is my goal. October 1st, October 31st. It's gonna be fine. My little battles are so much easier to overcome each moment than the 31-day battle. Each minute I get by is so much easier to think about. So just think about it smaller, little moments. That's all. This is already too long.